Bonam! Ole! Kidnapper! Na demo, he wan use person do money, kill am!
Sit tire for here, put am for him neck, burn am, yes! I no go find better work do, na yahoo dem go dey do, burn am! Stop!
That person where you won't born, if it dey innocent, no go carry person blood put for your head. Jungle justice no good at all. Stop am.
You wey light the fire, you no get heart. Say no to jungle justice.
You uncle, we follow for the crowd they look where then they born person. You no stop them. If they do you like film, abi? Your hands self no clean no. You fit enter gbege. Stop the lynching. Stop jungle justice.
Under the criminal law for Lagos State, person wey start jungle justice, those wey support am, and those wey just don't look, all of them fit rot for jail. My name na Benjamin Hundeyin, Lagos State Police talk person. Stop jungle justice.
This message now from Lagos State Police Command
and VOP 90.3 FM.
The Evening Rush with Pressures. Let me bring you a reminder of hot topical conversations of the day.
Even state investors. As we're saying, you've not funded those as well.
Critical analysis of hot and trending topics on Hot Topics.
That's enough for a responsible government to take appropriate action.
Politics.
If every president, every governor, every minister, every commissioner took his job seriously, this country would not be where it is.
Economy.
We're not growing in terms of what's happening with the economy.
Lifestyle. Human angle. And sometimes the unusual. Evening Rush with Precious. Monday to Friday, 6:15 p.m. to 9 p.m. 90.3 Voice of the People FM, Lagos. Now
you have a voice.
Yeah, welcome back, Lagos. Yes, this is the Evening Rush 90.3 Voice of the People FM from our studio. It's 3 minutes past 8 o'clock right here in our studio, 4th floor of the Golden Chile Hotel along Airport Road, Lagos State, Nigeria. My name is Precious Inyi. And of course, you know, I've been produced this evening by Promise, and she's joining me on the second half of this conversation. On the second half of the show. So, at this half of the show, we are looking at ghosts. Do ghosts exist? Some kinds of evidences. There may be some that may make it look like they do exist, and some say no. But most importantly, people believe that there is no actually scientific evidence to prove that ghosts exist. So anybody who's dead is dead, and gone, and there's nothing about your ghost or your spirit or your soul living somewhere else. But I have a very interesting story based on true life experience shared by someone that I'd like to read out to you. And you may have come across this likely story before, but if you haven't, then take a very, very keen, pay attention very keenly to this discussion. By the way, if you have had any encounter at all in your life with ghosts, I love you to drop your thoughts and reactions on the WhatsApp message box, right? Send us a WhatsApp message to 0700-903-9039, 0700-903-9039. That's a WhatsApp number. And if you'd like to call us to share your personal ghost experiences, call us on 0700-903-903-903. 0700-903-903-903. So before I just jump into the story that I have, Promise.
Yes. So
do you believe in ghosts?
I think I do.
Oh, you do? Have you seen one before?
No, I haven't, but I've read a lot about ghost stories.
Have you experienced? It's not read. Oh, we've all read. So have you experienced a ghost in your life before? No. Or anything that would make you believe that there is ghosts?
I've experienced something. I would say it's maybe like a trance. It was like a dream, something close to dream, but like I was still awake and,
So what did the ghost do?
It was when my late uncle died, so I kind of, it was like I was in a trance and I saw him and, it was so surreal. I was still thinking, like, was I sleeping? Was I awake?
Did you touch
like
him?
That. No, not at all. But I'm sure a lot of people must have stories. A lot of people must have had experience, of ghosts and bizarre stories, bizarre things like this happening to them, especially when their loved one dies,
All All right, so that brings us to our conversation for the day. So let's share this story. I'm sure Promise also says she has one story she would like to share, right? So let's share this story. This is a story as narrated by someone who has had an encounter or a supposed encounter with a ghost. So the story goes thus. On several occasions, I've seen ghosts. That's what this person said, though. And he said it wasn't funny. On a Sunday morning, I was still laying on my bed when I had a knock on my door. I quickly went to open it when I heard his voice. He was looking so calm, unlike before, and he said calmly, "Aren't you going to church?" He was acting so strange. He talked less. At some point, he held me close to him. Held. I thought they say ghosts can't feel, like you can't feel them.
Right.
Like you try to hold them and they will disappear. That's what we used to believe in or see in movies. Right. So let me go back to narrating the story. So she said he talked less and so he talked less and at a point he held me so close to himself and I became very confused.
But I'm sure she must have felt a type of way, different kind of way, an unusual way, you know.
At this point, her mind is not even going anywhere, I guess. But let me just finish the story first of all. She said, he held me close to himself and he said in a calm tone, "Take care of him and don't be moved by accusations." This is what the supposed
of who?
He said. Of who? I don't know. But maybe we'll get to know at the end of the story. Okay. So he said, she said, I became very confused. So I tapped him on his chest and shouted, "Ebuka, what exactly are you saying?" With cold dropping down my cord, like that kind of cold
and say
shiver.
Must be her husband or fiance or something.
I don't know. Let's just keep reading. So he laughed and then he laughed out and shouted, "Come on, naughty girl." At that point I felt relieved because at least I've seen a smile on his face, so that means everything is normal, right? So he brought out some cash from the little bag he was carrying and handed it over to me. At a point, requested for. Okay, so at that point, she requested that they had sexual intercourse. Apparently, just like you suggested.
How do they ghosts get money?
I don't know.
That's another thing.
I don't know. So at a point, I think she's his wife or girlfriend. I think so.
Maybe
she requested for sexual intercourse, and according to her, at a point, I requested for sexual intercourse. Unlike him, he declined. So we were still.
She must be his wife or girlfriend.
I don't know.
To request for that.
So he said. So she said he declined. So we were still discussing when my phone rang. His dad was the one calling. He asked me to see him in their house immediately. I asked Ebuka to accompany me, but he refused with an excuse that he was going for an important job in Ogun State. Away. So this happened in Lagos State.
Okay.
So little did I know, I left for Ebuka's father's house, which was still here in Lagos State. When I hot there, his mother was still crying and beating her chest. I could not understand anything that was going on. I went straight to upstairs.
Ebuka was dead.
I don't know. Let's keep reading. So I went straight to upstairs where I met his dad, who gave me the shocking story that Ebuka, just like he suggested, was no more.
Oh dear.
Was dead. He was poisoned and died even before getting to Lagos, meaning that he was not even in Lagos. It was later that I knew what he meant by take care of him, because I was already pregnant for him without knowing. So she had taken in without knowing, but because he's a ghost, he knew.
He knew. So that means ghosts knows what happens in physical. Like they even know things that happen before we will find out.
I don't know. I've not been a ghost before, so how can I know? So he now said, "Do not be moved by accusations." And with what he had told that do not be moved by accusations meant I was accused of poisoning him.
Wow.
Hey, wait.
Like by his family, I guess.
I guess so. I think so. You know how if a man dies, a woman must be responsible. So that kind of thing. Or if your partner dies, you must be responsible.
Especially when you guys live together or they know you're dating, you're always together.
So if I were to ask this person some questions, I'd like to ask, what happened to that money he gave you physically? I'd like to go and do a DNA.
How did the money feel?
I'd like to go and do
Was she able to use the money? Was she able to use the money to buy anything or use it?
Exactly. I'd like to know all of that. So you say yes, this is about the story. But you said, there was a story you told me off the microphone.
Yes.
Can we hear that?
Yes, there was this story I read, about the woman, I think it was in a group, people were talking about their ghost stories, bizarre stories they have, they've experienced, their bizarre experiences, and she said she got married, she met this guy in the city, they were dating and got married, and they had like
without
4 children. They had like 4 children, probably without going to the village. City life now. Sometimes some people don't even travel for years. Some people don't go to their village.
And she did not meet his family member.
So she kept. So after a while, but she said the guy was a very, very loving, wonderful husband. So she kept disturbing him, persisting on, okay, let's go and see your people. We've not even seen your people. I've not seen your people. Let's go and see your people. So she said one day the guy came back and was like, okay, today we'll travel to my village. So he bought everything and he took them to the park, she and the kids, and directed her. Was like, when you get to this place, to this compound, you ask, you get to my village. And he took excuse, flimsy excuse like, oh, I have a job. So when I finish my job, I'll meet you guys in the village. So she got to his village, to his house, and met his parents. She started narrating, I'm your son's wife. These are his children. And the parents, they opened their mouths, were like, my son you're talking about has died years ago. The woman was dumbfounded. Like she said, she was speechless, and they even had to take her to his grave and showed her his grave. He was dead years ago in a car accident. And somehow, I don't know how they met.
So he died years ago before he met her?
He died years ago. And later on, some of the family followed her back to the city to where they live. She was hoping to meet the husband, But she said when she got to the house, in their bedroom, in the wardrobe, everything about him, like his clothes, everything was cleared. She didn't see anything. Everything about him was cleared.
Then the children. How do you have children for a ghost?
Having children for ghosts. But I think somehow, the parents who find Sukoin, at least their son.
There is no somehow. What's the science behind?
Was able to resurrect and teach us that the spiritual controls the physical. So
the physical will come and give spiritual will give the physical belly.
As long as the spiritual controls the physical, anything can happen, beyond our own understanding or our own control as humans, as physical or mortals that we are.
All right, Lagos, phone lines are open. Let's get to hear from you. Have you had such bizarre experience before? Have you had such experience before? We'd like to hear your thought on this conversation. Or what do you think, or what do you make about these 2 stories that were just narrated to you this evening about a woman who got married to a ghost and did not know for years, even have 4 children for the ghost,
and also the girl that her boyfriend or husband or what died, and she was pregnant. So I'll be eager to know what she did with the pregnancy. Did she keep
that
it?
One was her living.
Did she have the baby?
That was her living husband that died now. So that one is even easier than having a child for a ghost. Well, let's take this call. Hello, good evening to you.
Pretty precious. Good evening.
Who is this? This is not my Mr. Darlington's voice. if it's not the original, it's not the original. You're welcome. I'm very well, thank you. What's your name?
Emmanuel from Magege.
Emmanuel, you're welcome. Emmanuel, have you experienced a ghost before?
That ghost itself, myself, I don't want to believe in it. Because it's like, do you believe that witch, or is there any scientific proof of witch?
No, there isn't. No, there isn't.
Okay. So the same thing goes with ghosts.
So you don't believe that ghosts exist?
Though I have experience there, where the person that died, the deceased, they say when she was alive, she had a misunderstanding with her younger sister, and she said that if she died, that she will never forgive her younger sister. That when she died, she will not attend her burial.
Wow.
And truly, she died. So I was at the burial. So the next thing I saw, they put the dead body inside the coffee. The next thing I saw, the coffee start rising off the cover.
Oh my God.
No, that cover.
The cover
opened by itself.
Opened by itself.
Opened by itself, yes. And nobody touched it. And I see that the dead body, the body itself, pump up like a ball, human being body. I witnessed it.
Wow.
So the other people begin to say that her younger sister that she said she should not attend her parents is around. That's why she's angry. So they went and looked for her, asked her to come out of the compound to go to another place. That's why the younger sister left. So the elderly people begin to talk to her, to the dead body that she has left, she should calm down, rest in peace, all those kind of things. That's why they bury her. That was my first experience. Then my second experience was my nephew. My second experience.
Okay.
My cousin brother. My mom took him to a kind of take care of him. He stayed with us, so he fell sick. Seriously. So early in the morning, my mom will bring him out to receive fresh air because he always cry, feeling heat. I think at about age of 5, thereabout. I'm older than him.
Okay.
So always in that morning time, he will be crying. So we come out to sympathize with him, the pain. So unfortunately, he died. We lost him. So my mom backed him because my mom is our village side, our people side. So she took him there to another different community.
That is his corpse.
Took him and took him to where his parents they delivered the message to him that they lost him and they buried him. So my mom came back the following day. He says it's a small boy, so there is no need for people to gather in the burial. So my mom came back that very day. And the following day, early in the morning, the way my mom used to bring him out, that we came to sympathize with him, we'd be crying. Early in the morning, we begin to hear voice. We are inside praying. So we begin to hear the voice. The boy was crying. It's exactly his voice. I can still remember vividly. It's not Nigerian. So we came and my mom said he's the one that came back, that he wants to come back. So my mom began to human being does not have any relationship with the dead. The dead does not have anything with the living. So begin to talk also. She was telling us that he's the one crying. We heard him. Myself, I heard him. That time there is no much something like this now that record itself. But as a child as I am, I was afraid. I was shivering. So but all those things, I believe there's an evil spirit behind that. Because there's a barrier that somebody died. They gave him knife and blade and a live cat that when there's a bury him, he should use those weapons to come and attack the person that killed him or her. At the end, nothing happened. So there are many things like that. So conduct.
Oh my goodness. We lost you.
Hello.
I thought I was worried and scared about the 2 stories I already heard today or read today, and you're scaring me further with more stories.
Crazy story.
I
hope I'm able to drive home today.
No. The Lord is your strength.
Thank you.
So,
so
to me, only Jesus that died on the cross, that resurrected, that can come back. It's not anybody that died, just as the Bible said, I believe in it. I'm a Christian.
Thank you.
Nobody can ever come back again.
So what's the science behind the science behind that corpse? Them, raising, bouncing like a ball.
They were sure there was nobody under the coffin.
Those things are power of evil spirits. All those are power of evil spirits.
Then what is the science behind evil spirits? Oh dear, I'm so sorry, I lost you. Since we cannot scientifically
how come he
prove...
believes in evil spirit and he doesn't believe in ghosts? I mean, it's not scientifically proven that there is anything like evil spirit. Same thing with ghosts,
Okay, very weird stories. Lagos, this is the bizarre moment, right, on the show Evening Rush 90.3. So we're sharing quite some bizarre stories. Okay. So a lady who never knew her fiancé was dead, and he came to see her, consoled her, even told her to take care of him. Apparently, it must have been a baby boy that she was pregnant for. Right?
For him to see him.
And then by the time she now went to the house, and then she was told that, in this very show, somebody has even narrated before how somebody came, somebody has narrated. You have personal experience with ghosts. just like the last caller, we'd like to hear from you. We truly love to share your experiences. 0700-903-903-903. That's the number to call if you're watching off YouTube and you're watching from the diaspora. We hear, you think ghost is only in Nigeria. We hear that you people are abroad. A lot of Americans also see ghost a lot and they believe in ghost a lot. So let's hear from you. Have you ever experienced ghosts in the diaspora? I'd like to hear from you. Call me on WhatsApp 0700-903-903-9. But the direct call line is 0700-903-903-903. Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, good evening, sir.
My sister Precious.
Yes, so my brother, man. What's your name, sir? Thank you, sir.
Yes, this is Chooks from Oshun.
Chooks, you're welcome. Go ahead. Let's hear you, Chooks.
All right. Why I want to call you, why I've called now is what your second said that how the ghost as in take up a physical body to maybe produce or whatever.
To not have children. How could he reproduce? Children. Yes, exactly.
Yes, exactly. Okay, have you forgotten that in the Bible, angels came down on earth, women, and they started producing giants during the days of
that only happened in the biblical time. I mean, it's still not even proven till today.
The same way the Holy Spirit had sex with Mary that they gave birth to Jesus Christ.
Hey, Holy Spirit, are you serious? Is Angel Gabriel?
Yes,
that delivered the message.
All right. Then, both is I have had experience of it.
Okay.
In my village, the place we used to grind cassava. You know.
What village is that? Would you like to share?
The village.
Give us an idea.
Give us an idea. Where are you from? Where is the village that you're talking about? After all, we don't know you. So we're not coming after you. What's the name of your village?
In Mbitolu.
Ebe in Mbitolu.
Yes.
Where in Mbitolu?
So the man, he died in his own village and came to my village, rented house, and started that grinding cassava business. So we used to grind cassava there, you know. So one day, the person that knows him eventually came to that place and saw him and called him his name. The man saw him and disappeared immediately.
In you people's
so now came to pick our cassava. I said, where is this man? They said, the person that know him, in fact, that day, all the market, everywhere closed down. We gathered in the house, in that place I used to grind cassava. So the man just vanished.
Did the man live alone? Did he have a family?
This one is not something that they tell me. This is something that I have seen. I know the man.
Did he live alone? Did he have a family or he lived alone? Can he hear?
Yes.
Did the man live alone? Do you know if he lived alone or he had a family?
Yes, he lived alone. He didn't marry, I think. He didn't marry.
And then when he disappeared, like I don't understand, like he just went into thin air. He vanished.
He just vanished. Exactly. He vanished.
Hey. All right. Thank you so much, my brother.
All right. All right.
Okay, Lagos, we'd like to take your thought and reaction.
So there is this story. Are you going on?
Go ahead.
Okay, there is this. I've had this. I don't know. I did not see a ghost directly, but there was a time a friend lost her husband, and she had a baby. She just put to bed before the guy died. So we were all living. We used to keep turn, living with her, sleeping with her every night,
Okay.
And the baby kept crying all night. The baby usually kept crying, and so at a point, I think it's the mother-in-law was like, they need to. I think she's seen her father. That's why she's crying. So they resulted in they decided to be wearing the father's clothes. I mean, the guy that died, his clothes. And I mean, that baby stopped crying.
Just by wearing the father's clothes?
Yes. I mean, I've seen this. I saw this.
So
she usually cries every night, every night. At least as many times I was sleeping with them, sleeping in the house.
Do you feel any sort of way?
I did not see any ghosts, and my friend kept talking. She'd be like, "Stop disturbing us, you're dead," something like that. You need to let us, mourn you. Like she was seeing the guy, but I did not see anything seriously.
But do you feel any way?
I didn't. I felt scared. That was what I felt.
Right, let's quickly jump on this call. Hello, good evening to you. Oh my goodness, please help us turn off the volume of your radio set.
From our daddy talent.
Ew, I can't even hear you. The noise is too much. Where you're calling me from. Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. The noise is a bit calmer now. Go ahead.
This is Chicos. They're calling from the road.
Oh, Chicos here from the road. You really sound like from the road. Chicos, all right. Because you're on the road, right?
What part of the road? It doesn't have a name.
What part of the road?
Ijegu.
From Ijegu. All right. So,
Yes,
Chicos, go ahead.
yes.
Very quickly, because you're on the road, there'll be noise, so we'll need you to finish it.
Of course. Well, I've not had such experience, but I've been hearing people having saying that they have seen, they have heard. But for my brother who said that the Holy Spirit had intercourse with Mary, please don't bring another thing upon yourself, I beg. Just the word of God creates things, and not that there was an intercourse between Mary and the Holy Spirit. So please, that's what I want to correct there, please.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
God bless you.
Bless you too. All right, Lagos. You've been hearing these weird and bizarre stories, right? It is 90.3 Voice of the People FM, and this is the Evening Rush. And yes, on conspiracy theories, weird and bizarre stories segments this evening, we're looking at the stories of ghosts. Are ghosts real? Have you experienced them before? Promise here shared a story of a woman who had 4 children for a man whom she met in the city and married, and did not know he was a ghost until she traveled on her insistence that she wanted to meet his family. And she traveled to meet his family, and lo and behold, they said, hello, see the grave of the man you say you've been married to. He's dead. Years ago. And by the time they moved with the family, they said, okay, let's go and meet him, because I'm sure I'm living with him. These are his children. By the time they got to the village,
he evaporated into thin air.
And every of his belongings, the one that shocks me the most is the fact that you said every of his belongings went along with him. Hey, all right. Hello, good evening to you.
Good evening, ma'am.
Yes, good evening, sir. What's your name? Where are you calling from? Why are you answering me good evening, man? This manner, you're scaring me now.
You're sounding like a ghost.
You're sounding like a ghost.
No, I'm not a ghost.
Yes, you're welcome. You're welcome. Go ahead. What's your name?
You see this ghost of a thing.
You didn't tell me your name, please. I'd like to know your name.
I said Emmanuel from Ikeja.
All right, Emmanuel, go ahead. Let's hear you. Go ahead, Emmanuel. Oh dear, I lost you. I'm so sorry. Emmanuel, you can call back, please. Right? Okay, 0700-903-903-903. That's the number to call. Would you like to share your story via WhatsApp? You could do that via 0700-903-9039. 0700-903-9039. Hello, good evening to you. Hello.
Hello, Precious.
Yes.
Good evening, ma.
Good evening, ma.
Yes, good evening. My name is Blessing. I'm calling from Banana Island.
Okay, Blessing, how far now? I've been waiting to hear your feedback.
I'm fine. I didn't even go there. I was due to travel last week.
But did your driver resolve the issue with the has he picked up his PVC?
I did. Yes. Now I see.
Okay, thank you. Because it was important that we know that he's picked up. You understand? That at least our advocacy is working.
Honestly.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. Okay. So go ahead.
This story you are talking about, I think I know the man. Honestly.
Which of the man now? Which of the man?
He's a great man. The one that has 4 children with the woman.
They
travel together. Yes, the ghost. They travel together. Then he now told the woman that bring out your bag and look at the house. They just wait for me, let me go and buy something. So I will bring the things that I buy. Then that is how the man disappeared. He left the woman that he wants to go and buy something. When the woman wait for him, she couldn't stay again. She now entered the family house. She now asked of the man, will it be sure? Then now say, look at his grave and look at the grown-up children. I think I met with one of the son in late last year.
Which one? The one he had as a ghost, that be the ones he had as?
No, the one I had as the senior son. He's a musician, yes.
Like the senior son he had as a ghost?
No, the one he had as...
No, the one that he had before he died.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that story is true. That story is pure truth. Some people, when they die before their time, they will go to another place again. I can't even hear them.
I can hear you. I can hear you. Blessing. Blessing, we can hear you. Oh my goodness. Blessing.
We have chills.
Okay, I hope I'm able to sleep in a room alone this night. Hello, good evening to you. Why are we saying these stories at night though? Hello, good evening. Oh dear. Please call us up 0700.
But you know, ghost stories are usually told in the night.
At night,
to make you scared.
To scare you too. Hello, good evening to you.
I'm calling from Ago.
Yeah, what?
I'm Thomas calling from Ago.
Thomas, see, if you people are calling us, try and be sounding good and vibrant here.
And don't be sounding like a ghost.
This is a ghost story, please. I beg you. Thomas, you're welcome. Good to hear from you. Go ahead, let's hear you.
The ghost of the team. I've heard when about people talking about it, but I've not experienced it. Yes.
Okay, but do you believe that are real?
I believe that they are real.
Why do you believe?
But so many things and ways. Because even there was a certain time that also my father also experienced when his father died, and also he came to telling about his property also. That is why I have to believe that is real. That's so is real.
Thank you. All right. Thank you so much for calling. Okay, Lagos 0700-903-903-903. That's the number to call. We're looking at very weird and bizarre stuff, conspiracy theories. Let's get to know. Today's edition on conspiracy theories is a story of ghosts. It's so cringing that Blessing said she knows the family. So I would like to know what became of the man's children. The one he had with the ghost, not the ones he had before he died. The one he had as a ghost, rather. Or the kids he had, rather. The 4 kids he had as a ghost. Would like to know what became of them.
Okay.
All right. Hello, good evening to you.
Hello, good evening.
Yes, good evening. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Okay, my name is Samuel.
Samuel?
Calling from Yanogoro.
Samuel, you're welcome. Go ahead.
Okay, this story, though, I might not believe it, but it happened to someone close to me. Last year, December 17th, my dad passed on. So when
last year, December, that is, you mean 2022 December like this? This one just passed.
Yes, my dad passed on. So when I got home, a friend of my dad, so the wife came to pay us the condolence visit. It was like a day after my dad passed on that my dad came to their place to pay visit to our husband. I was like, my friend, what's up? I'm just going to get something here right now. I was like, come in and sit down. I said, no, I'm coming. I just want to see somebody. I will see you right now. See you right now. So he left. So it was later that evening, that was when the news broke to her that my dad has passed on. So when she came, that she was not narrating the story to us that her husband, your husband only gave up the ghost when he heard the story, because earlier that day my dad was at their place. This was something that passed on the previous day. So I don't know how to believe it, but that was what I was told, and it's weird, sincerely.
Okay. Do you feel some sort of way that your father became a ghost who went to see someone else?
But did he pass any information? Did he tell them anything?
But did he tell his friend anything? Did he tell him any secret or anything?
He did not tell him anything. He did not tell him anything. He just called his name. He said, Mr. Moses, he said, I'm going to see somebody around. I'm coming back. I said, no, come for those.
Your line is cracking. Your line is cracking. I'm so sorry. Thank you. Thank you so much for calling. Okay, wonders they say shall never end.
So
all right.
You know those of us that attended boarding school. I don't know if you heard the story of Miss Koi,
Lady Koi,
that will be walking on the hallway, Koi. And I'm not sure how true that story is, but almost everybody who attended boarding school has an idea of that story. Yes.
So the one ordinary willy that I watched as a child, I will never even go to the. I will never go to ease myself by myself if somebody does not
at
join
night,
me.
Right?
At night, and you're telling me to do Lady Koi. Thank God I was never a bother. Anyway, hello, good evening to you. Hello.
Good evening.
Yes, good evening. What's your name? Where are you calling from? Hello?
I feel we are in a bizarre world.
You're what?
We are in a bizarre world. All this.
We're in a bizarre world. But you didn't tell me your name now before telling us we're in a bizarre world.
Okay, my name is Mr. Kasi from Mole.
All right, go ahead. Let's hear you. Okay.
All these stories are true.
You believe? You believe them?
Yes. Yes, I believe them. I've had so many experiences I can relate to you. Those who keep nightlife, clubbing, clubbers, they don't carry those as women. They don't settle them well. You see those left there until they make sacrifice before the body can visit them. That is one. Yes, do the inquiry. Those who keep nightlife, those who do clubbing, who goes to club, when they come back, they carry those as women. We live our life every day with ghosts. Most ghost stories in Lagos Road are caused by ghosts.
Okay, calm down now. Wait, just a moment. Why are you saying this? That most hold up in Lagos State are caused by ghosts?
Ghosts market with us every day. Unless you are spiritual before you can detect them. There's this happening in a certain area in the south. Somebody died and then woke up suddenly when they were being prepared to bury her. When she came back, everybody was running away. He said that she not run away, that he came up, he has gone to be a witness for somebody who committed. And that goes on to say that everything that we do on this planet Earth, we will make account of it. Because that woman witnessed somebody who caught another man's goat, who eats somebody's farm crop. So the person was begging him, please don't cut my goat, don't cut my goat. Eventually he caught the goat and killed that goat. So not too long, the owner of the goat died. Not too long, the person who caught the goat also died. Then somebody who witnessed also died. Then suddenly, as they were making preparation to bury the witness, he woke up. And then there were people, the daddy wanted to run away. He asked them that they shouldn't run away. The dad recalled, do you remember somebody who did you that he has gone to be a witness? He has come back. Then there's another story of another woman who died also. He used to send his women committee meeting in the church through the stepdaughter to go and pay. So when this woman died eventually, he woke up, then people wanted to run away. He said, no, don't run away. But when he was gone, they asked him, they look at his record. He told them that has paid all his women meeting dues. They said no, that they credited whom he used to send, that he should go back and settle it. And you know that even people that are saying that government does not recognize all these things, you know that when an accused person died, they will change the grave when they bury him until they
will do what? They'll do what? Oh dear, I lost that. Did I clean the grave or something? I didn't hear that right.
When an accused person dies.
I don't know. All right, I wish I heard that well. The line wasn't quite clear there. 0700 Lagos 903 903 903. That's the number to call. So we have a few messages on WhatsApp. Let's see if we can run to them right away. Precious, good evening. My cousin died on Wednesday at work and went to his house on Friday and starts to share money to some people, including the landlord. Some hours later, some people from his workplace came to the compound to break the news that he was nowhere, and then he was nowhere to be found. His body was found that same day because he walks by the harbor.
Wow.
Hey. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Yes, good evening to you. Can you hear us?
Audrey calling from
Oh, Mr. Audrey, you're welcome.
Talking like a ghost.
Thank you. It's something that happened to my uncle. That my uncle is 5. What used to happen is that anytime that the wife had child, that child will die. Wait,
anytime the wife had what?
A child.
A child.
Anytime she puts to bed, the child will die.
Yeah, the child dies. Yes. So he did the first one, the second one, the third one. So when the third one died, so when they wanted to bury the child, they cut off one of the toe of that baby and buried that baby. When the child, when the wife got pregnant again and delivered, so the person that the baby she delivered came up with that one toe. The one that they cut off, the same person came with that.
That is, she gave birth to a child without one toe.
Yes. So that's what happened to my uncle.
But did the child die again?
Yes.
That one still died too.
The child died. I don't know what happened, but that's what happened. It happened. I'm talking of my own.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. This is another angle to it. What's the science behind it? Yes, I can hear you.
Another person. Hello, there's another person from my town. The man is still alive. The man is still alive. And the man is living here in Lagos. So when the same thing happened to his mom, so each time the mom gave birth to a baby, the baby will die. So at the end, when eventually they got the fourth one, and the child died again, and they cut off all the toes, both the two legs. They
so
cut
what's
all
the
the
significance
toes.
behind
And when the mom gave birth again, he gave birth to the one that is living now without toes. The man is living in Yaba area.
Okay, so do you know why they cut the toes? What does that mean in your tradition?
Maybe they wanted to do that to stop the child from dying again.
Okay,
so the man I'm talking about is living here in Lagos. Okay. He's living at Makoko, Yaba area of Makoko.
So without the particular toe that they cut off?
Yes, the man is living in Makoko. If you go to Makoko, Yaba area of Makoko, if you ask the man they call Okupe or Daniel, so the man is still living there in Lagos.
Okay, so let me ask a question. And when they cut off that toe before they bury that first child that they buried, right? Where do they usually keep the toe?
Or
Did they keep it? Did they
perform
eat
some
it?
kind of ritual?
What do they do with
something with it?
With the toes they cut off.
Yes.
They bury it together now. They bury the toes together with the
body.
child.
But they just make sure they detach the toe from the body first of all.
Yes, they detach it from the body. Detach it from the body.
Okay. Here is another angle to it.
The man is living in Makoko, Yaba area.
Thank you so much.
Now, I'm not talking of another place in Makoko, Yaba, Lagos.
So that's like the reincarnation of the person that died, basically. That's what that means.
Yeah, maybe it could be, I don't know.
And this goes to show that probably reincarnation may be true.
Can we tell? When we're not
because
God.
Some people say it's superstitious.
Thank you so much for calling us.
All
right. Okay. Ooh, all right, here is another angle to this story, right? Okay, Lagos, was it taking your calls? Are we not? I'm almost losing my voice. Okay. All right, it's 0700 903 903 903 and 0700 903 9039. What's your ghost story? What is your ghost story? Don't do this to us now. Cannot be giving us win this kind of story that we're talking about.
Hello?
Yes, hello. No, you cannot. We can't take your calls. When you call us, say turn off the volume of your radio. Turn it off. You can't hear yourself on radio and hear yourself on phone at the same time. It won't make a good conversation. The conversation won't be... No, we can't. Please, when you call us, try as much as you can to turn off totally the volume of your radio set, or you walk far away from where the radio set is, because once the sound of the radio can be picked from the phone, you have that hold back, and it makes a very messy conversation. I hope that's quite clear. Thank you so much. All right, so this message says, my name is Pastor Dixon. Yes, I believe that ghosts are living with us. In fact, let me first of all take this call, because this looks like a very serious story. Hello, good evening to you. Hello? Yes, good evening.
Good evening, Precious.
Yes, please.
Hi, Josh.
Fine, we're inside. We're on it.
Okay, yeah.
What's your name?
Mr. Ernest.
Mr. Ernest.
I called yesterday about my PVC.
Okay, yes.
Sorry, I want to start from there. And I checked the website. YNEC. I saw my old data, my polling unit every day. Everything is there. But I now want to confirm. Can I use, without collecting PVC, can I use with my voter information? Yes.
No, you can't. No, you can't. So you see that voter information, print it out and use it to go to the center where you go to the local government where you registered or the ward to pick up your PVC. Because that information is still showing there, I'm sure they would have reprinted your PVC, so you can go there and pick it up. But if they tell you that it's still not there, if they tell you it's still not there, just hold on a bit. You go like Tuesday, Wednesday, right? I'm sure you get it. Thank you for that. 0700 Lagos 903 903 903. Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Yes, good evening to you, sir.
Yeah, good evening.
Yes, please. What's your name, sir? Where are you calling from?
Yes, my name is Elijah. Okay. I'm calling from Adimu. There's a situation here, ma. That's why I'm calling.
You're calling from where?
Adimu in Ojo.
Okay.
That's after Gangbadi.
What's the situation?
Is my son. I brought him to the hospital here. He has anemia, but the hospital just refused listening, attending to us.
What?
Because
is it a government hospital?
No, it's a private hospital in the area where we live. He has anemia because he wasn't able to stand up again, and the thing is paining him. So
is it a young boy or an older child?
He's my only son, 15 years old.
15 years old. Is it an umbilical hernia like from the novel?
Yes, under his stomach. So he needs to undergo an operation. Okay, I'm begging the hospital with 11,000 that I have, but they refuse even attending to us here.
How much did they bill you originally?
59,000.
I will advise you take him to Lassuth or Luth, please.
To where?
Either Lassuth or Luth.
Where we are is very far.
Can you find your way to Isolo General Hospital?
I don't even know this area you are mentioned. Where I'm calling from is after Okoko.
Okay, so you know what would happen? I'll look for a general hospital around your area that I'm sure that, you know what, send us a message via WhatsApp now. The WhatsApp number is 0700.
I'm using a small phone, ma.
Okay.
I'm just asking for anyone within Ojo here who can come to our head.
Okay.
Please, ma. My son is dying.
He won't die. By the grace of God, he won't die. So you know what would happen? I would ask around for hospitals around. You say you're in Ojo local government, right?
Ojo, Ijimu, after Jangbadi, after Okoko, those areas.
All right, no problem. I'll give you a call.
Okay.
All right.
Can you see my number, ma?
I can see your number. I've collected your number. Okay. My apologies. Just be calm, please. I just wish the hospital can do something to soothe him a bit, if that's even doable.
He can't even stand up. He's lying down on the hospital chair.
I understand how that can be. But I tell you that your best bet is a general hospital. Your best bet is a general hospital. If you can get to a government hospital, I'm pretty sure that they can start attending to you while you put yourself together.
Okay.
I'll quickly see if I can, make a search on a general hospital around there, and I'll get back to you.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma.
Apologies, please. Take care. Oh wow, God will never allow Nigeria to happen to us, right? Okay. So this is not happening. We're talking about ghost stories. Let's see if we can go back to that conversation. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Yes, good evening to you. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Yes, this is Joseph calling from Apapa.
Joseph calling from Apapa.
Yeah.
Joseph,
please, let me give you my own experience.
Okay, go ahead, Joseph.
Okay, there is a lady, Victoria by name. I was the one that gave her to King Ade's wife at the Yanapaja side. So
you gave her to King Ade's wife to do what with her?
No, as a house girl.
Okay.
As a house girl. Okay. So the lady received a message that he lost his father. So when the lady traveled to see the father, on that Saturday when she reached village, the father has already been buried. So people were planning to go to the church on Sunday for Thanksgiving. Then, that very night, the father appeared to her. He was crying and told her, Victoria, don't go to the church when they are all going, wait at home. Go at the backyard. You will see where bottles are kept. Then you remove the bottles, dig the ground. Then you will see empty bond Peter tin. You open it. From there, you will see money inside here. The children was crying bitterly. Then when all of them have gone to the church, he went to the backyard and saw the bottle. He was, I didn't tell you so. When he dig the ground, he saw the bonfire thing. When he removed it, there was a lot of money inside there. Then the children removed the thing now and saw the whole money that was there. A huge lot of money. But she gave the money to her elder brother to keep it for her. So that when she would return to Lagos, he would take it. So along the line, the brother used the money, and when the brother was going back to Lagos, he now just signed a ticket for her for transport. And that is how the money takes. He never used the money that the father gave to him, to her. Not the money that is even mattered. Personally, I was the one that doesn't believe that things like that exist. But from Victoria's theory, I don't know whether that one is what they can call a spirit appearing, or Satan will do that, or what will happen to that. I don't know exactly, but that is just my experience.
I can't
Somebody
tell
that I know very, very well.
Oh, wow.
Huh?
Oh, wow. I can't tell either. Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
All right, so let me hurriedly read these messages that I have here so I don't let them waste, right? So this says, yes, I believe in ghosts. They're living with us. My own friend, a pastor, his father was a ghost. He has died and went to next village to marry the mother of my pastor and have him before someone from his former village saw him. And then he disappeared. My friend is alive and having his children and pastoring a church now. That is the son by the ghost.
By the ghost. So does his friend have any special powers or something?
Hey, I'd like to know.
Like, can he disappear and reappear?
Like, does a friend have superpowers? I'd like to know that, Oh, wow. Interesting. And then let me take this message very quickly. We do not have time again. He says, please. Okay, so this is, please send the account details so we can contribute to the little. Oh, we can. Oh, my goodness. Thank you so much. So I screenshot his number. I took his number, sent it. Let me also see if I can screenshot you so that I can send you the account details of the man whose child is currently in desperate situation. Thank you so very much. Thank you so very much for doing this. Thank you. I can't thank you enough. Thank you so much for thinking of helping him. I do sincerely and deeply appreciate. Hello, good evening to you. This is our last call before.
Good evening, Auntie Precious.
Yes, good evening to you. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Auntie Killer, no.
Eh?
Good evening, Auntie Precious and Juliet. Good evening.
Juliet is not here. This is Promise. Good evening and welcome.
All right. Good evening. This is Prince calling. I'm on the road calling.
Okay, please. Prince, go ahead.
What they are telling you, please, is true. It's 100% true.
Oh, yeah, hurry up.
I have seen it.
Sorry.
Hello, I have seen it. God knows what I'm saying. This happened at number 52 Ige Street. Have you seen it as I'm calling the number now? I am living with my uncle, 1999. This is when the issue happened. It's our neighbor, Iyan Didi, as I am calling her. If to say it's I could have even said through this media, let me send the number so that she can confirm this. His younger brother died. He's a banker. Along the Anekwaja, she was crossing the pavement, the trailer killed him. Now, in fact, we have never gotten the information that
can you help me hurry? I'm actually due for a break. Can you help me just wrap it up? I'm due for a break, please.
All
Apologies.
Right. All right. Okay.
So basically, this happened. Hey, all right, Lagos. Oh, yeah, he did, because, our time is already fast spent. Thank you so much. That's the size of our package this evening. We do deeply appreciate everyone who did contribute on this show, for sharing your weird and bizarre experiences with Ghost. We appreciate you. Looking forward to doing this again next week, Wednesday, hopefully, when we share another bizarre moment. Who knows the story we'll be sharing next week, hopefully. Thank you to everyone who's kept it real with us. Remember, we'll do this 6:30 p.m. through to 9 p.m. every day, Monday through to Friday, right? So let's do this again tomorrow, Lagos. My name is Precious. Stay safe. Whatever you do, whether you believe in ghosts or not, stay safe. And to the guy who tried to help me out with the man whose child is in distress right now, Thank you so much. I do deeply appreciate. I do hope that we can get him some help. I can't wait to actually get off radio so that I can see how I can call hospitals to get him help. I do appreciate you. Thank you so very much. All right, promise.
Oh, good night. It's been amazing having this ghost discussion.
Ghost discussion.
And this just goes to show that there is a lot about life that is beyond human comprehension and understanding.
Wow.
Seriously.
It's beyond the ordinary. So your social media is at Zinefab, right? Let me tell them already. Thank you, I told them.
Zinefab, ZINNEFAB Fab.
All right. My name is Precious Enyi, and on Instagram, I am at Precious ENYI official. On Twitter, I am at Precious_ENYI. See you tomorrow, Lagos. Have an amazing